Hey everyone, Brooke Hudson here. Today we're going to be looking at Google Sheets. This video is just kind of an overview of the things that you can do with Sheets and what's possible with your spreadsheets and things. So I'm already to my Google Sheets home screen. As you can see, I can always add a new spreadsheet using the blank template, or I can choose one of Google's already created templates such as calendars, to-do lists. I can always click more to scroll through some of their other templates like budgets, rosters, etc. Spreadsheets and Google Sheets are the same thing you would make with Microsoft Excel. If you're not familiar with it, it has a lot of capabilities, and sometimes it seems you're almost scared to use it because of all that it can do. It does involve a lot of math if you're using it for spreadsheets, but I do want to show you some of the other things that you can do. Here's an example of a formative assessment documentation sheet that's been created, and they've just really taken advantage of the columns and things. In this specific one, this is a library schedule that was created. You can see they have used the colors. They've even used their columns a little differently to make the breaks and things. In our district, we have a PD day that's put on for our entire school system, and people throughout our district lead it. So teachers, librarians, counselors, there's something for everyone. So we sent Google Forms or a form out to our faculty at every school and asked them if they would be willing to present a session. From our forms results, we now have this great Google sheet that's been organized that includes all of the information. So we're just asking everybody to go to this sheet to get the information that they need. This is the responses that you see after you use Google Forms. The really cool thing I want to show you as a teacher is how to use Google Sheets for a grade book. I actually used or received this copy of this from the Google Docs templates. Here you can search for any templates that have been made public and then choose what you want for your use. This gradebook is really great because, as you can see, we've got our title of our course, teacher's name, and then over here we would add the student names. At the bottom, we have the different tabs for each period. So if you teach, multiple sections of the same class, or you can have it broken down by your periods, this is a great tool for you. The wonderful thing about this is that instead of just keeping your paper grade book, as you're doing this, it's automatically figuring grades. So even though you may have to go in and enter them into a database such as iNow or Chalkable, you still know automatically where your students stand. As you click in the cells, you'll see at the top the formulas that are in each one. So for each assignment, I will add the total points possible in this blank, and this number will automatically go up. As I add in other test scores, these over here will change. Their grade, their letter grade, and their total points will count. Notice that in this specific grade book, students have received excused points, which is why there's an error an E placed in this box here. So we'll go ahead and add another test. We can put our date in here today. You might want to be specific about what test it is. We will call this our end of the year quiz. It's going to be out of 30 points. So notice that my numbers will change as we add this. So now my total points possible are 100, and my students' grades have automatically changed. Did you also notice that these change colors based on the letter grade that they have? They have an F if it's in red, a D is orange, a C is yellow. This specific template has already been formatted for gradebook, and it has everything you can imagine as far as the colors changing, the points, the excused points. Everything is already set up for you, so it's a great resource for you. If you're setting this up, it's very time consuming to get everything in just like you want to, but once you do it a time or two, you'll be a pro at it. So as I enter in these students, we'll say this student had a 25, 17, 23, 29, 30, 19, 28. I'm just picking numbers, not even thinking about whether or not that's really even possible. So as you can see, now my numbers are jumping back up. I have a student with an A+. They're in this green. A B is this other color, green here, this dark green. So you will keep adding for every assignment that you do And then you'll change the tab based on your different periods. So here's period 2. This is perfect for you, and all you would have to do is go up here to File and make a copy. And then it would be in your drive, and you can make it your own. You can personalize it with your name and your class periods. Once you're here and in your gradebook, another cool function that you can do is actually insert a chart. So we can insert a chart based on our assignments and student scores. We can choose by the student. So here are the chart recommendations from Sheets. Right now, I did not select any number, so it's totally guessing at the data that I want to use. But what I would like to see is how many of my students have specific grades. So I've only entered information in for 7 students. So I'm going to take this information, and now I want to insert a chart based on their letter grade. So you can see I have 2 with D's, 1 with a C, 2 with A pluses, and 1 with an F. I can also make this into a pie chart if I would like. There are other chart types that I can use as well. So based on the information that you highlight is what will be put into your chart. You can then customize it with a title, the fonts, the sizes, colors, etc. And there are other tools that you can use as well, such as inserting other charts or images, drawings even. You can filter this based on grades or student name. You can sort it by alphabetizing either A to Z or Z to A. And you can even create a form from Google Sheets. These are just some of the things you can do in Google Sheets. I'm using the gradebook for an example because it applies to us as teachers. But as you create spreadsheets, if you're crunching numbers, Sheets and Excel have some of the great features that will help you with your math. We'll be able to give you instantaneous results and reports for your students. If you have any questions about anything specific that you can do in Sheets, please let me know. Have a great day.